Right, gloves on. Need to have a bit of a hoover out in here, it's a right mess. I'll do that tomorrow. Right, it's Monday morning. Just gonna do a bit of maintenance. Where's that dog gone now? Eric! Here he is. Give the hedge trim a bit of a grease up. He had a load more rain over the weekend. Just seems to be non-stop raining at the moment. It really needs to stop, like, now. Otherwise, it's going to take so long to dry out in the spring. Got a screwdriver in here somewhere. Where is it? That little chisel. Yeah, it's going to take so long to dry out in the spring before we can get anything done in the fields. Come on, Eric. Eric. He'll be going off trying to find a pheasant. Some mud in here to dig out. So that's the roller, the bearing for the roller, that one. Hopefully you can see. That's the bearing for the rotor. That's 3 or 4 pumps in there. I grease these ones every morning, these rotor ones and roller ones. And then grease the rest of it every few days or once a week if I don't do that much. Right. And then there's a whole load of grease nipples. Hopefully you can see it alright. All these moving parts are a bit stiff. Come on. Get told off by the gamekeeper. Yeah, the other thing you got to check is that you're not missing any bolts and stuff like that, because hedge trimmers, they can vibrate a bit and things start coming loose. This is the telescopic bit here. I'll stick a little bit of grease on there. So when it's telescoped right out, it goes out to 6.5 meters. Oh, there's a bolt missing here, look. Oh. What's going on here? There's a bolt missing there. I think it's snapped. There's no bolt going in that side, but there's a bolt going in that side. I'll have a look at that in a minute. There we go. One new bolt. It is Wednesday, but better late than never, I guess. Lots of grease nipples. Got grease nipples on the PTO shaft as well. So I've been thinking about turning the wheels around. Definitely the front ones. It doesn't turn. The steering lock isn't that great on this tractor. One of the very few things that isn't very good is the steering lock. So yeah, what I'm thinking about doing is turning the wheels around so we've got a bigger gap, bigger space between the wheel and the chassis, and then we can set the stops a bit tighter. So it's a pain in the backside not having a very good steering lock. Right. That's the fiddliest bit done. On last week's video, it flashed up on my phone, Miles his name is, asking why we don't have hedge trimmers that go on the right side of the tractor, because the seats swivel round that way. So yeah, I think that would be an awesome idea, until you come to go out on the main road or something and you've got cars. You would have cars coming straight towards you, so I'm guessing that's why. I think in Europe the hedge trimmers are probably on the right side because you're on the right side of the road. So, but yeah, if I put up this latch on my seat, the seat then swivels. Let me put this up. If that Vadestad box wasn't there, I'd be able to swivel this seat round. And at the moment, I'm restricted by these cables coming into the cab. But you would, if I was going to be swiveling it around, you'd pull some slack into the cab so you could actually twist round, and you would be able to spin right round, which would be awesome. But we drive on the wrong side of the road over here, so you can't really have it on the right. You've got to have it on the left. Also, this tractor, this seat, it doesn't twist. So you twist around to the right, but it doesn't go to the left like the old Grandma seats did. There's a stopper stopping you to twist to the left, which I'm guessing is because otherwise this joystick will hit the steering wheel, so it doesn't go left. Right, Tuesday morning. I've got the 6150R in the workshop, doing a service on it. Engine oil and filters and all that lot. Well, I'm not changing the fuel filters because I only changed them a couple of weeks ago because they blocked up, as they do. Oh. Right, so yeah, I've already drained the engine oil out, which you've all seen before. Just taking this oil filter off. It's pretty wet again today, drizzly out there. Miserable it is. A new filter. A bit of oil around that O-ring in there, just to lubricate it. There's one in the middle there as well. So this has actually had some new back tyres on it a few weeks ago, because it went away, had quite a couple of bad punctures on it, which had been repaired, and then it went away for major repair, and then it came back and they blew it up and it burst. So yeah, it's got two new Michelin multi-bib Where's the size? Oh, here we go, look. 650, 65R, 42s. It's actually quite surprising because I took dropped the 215 up at Farm 3 and brought this one back to Farm 1 to service it. And it was quite surprising. It made me really realise how smooth the new one is compared to this. You know, I used to think this tractor was smooth. This one was always smoother than the 190. The 190 wasn't the best ride. This one was always better than the 190. But yeah, it made me realise how good the 215 is. Everything's, you know, the cab suspension's softer, and you can just feel every little. You can hear it rattling and vibrating, and yeah, just made me realise. So the service is all done. One of the things that I'm going to order for it is a new auxiliary belt. It's just starting to wear, especially on the outside. It's cracking a bit, and one of the bits of rubber there is all sort of corroded. And I couldn't remember if I had already said, but this is just coming up to 4,000 hours, so it's still got a bit of life left in it yet. It's only 4:30 and it's absolutely pitch black out there. I'll be glad when the evenings start drawing back out again. It's just so dark. Dark in the mornings, dark in the evenings. Be better in the new year when it's a bit lighter in the evenings. I'm going home in a minute anyway, but the LED lights are doing a pretty good job of lighting up the hedge, to be honest. I'm only on the track, but to be honest with you, the LED lights, you can see just as well as you can in the day. Well, I'm going home soon anyway. Wednesday morning, just rolling a bit of barley, doing my bit. Yeah, I'm actually waiting for a phone call to got a grain lorry coming at some point up to Farm 2, Spring Oaks, so I've got to go up there in a bit. As it's dry today, I thought I might as well stock up on rolled barley. I'll go steady, I'll spill my tea. Somebody driving in the yard. I've got both trailers there. Occasionally have to get a scoop of barley, and there's a hole down there. That most of you have already seen all this before last year. Sit that barley there. I'm supposed to turn it off every time the bucket fills up, but I don't bother. I just let it roll out on the floor, and then when I come back to it, you just scoop it up what went on the floor. Takes about 20 minutes to fill up the bucket. I'm almost done. Last couple of bucket loads. She's pretty much full. Got it all heaped up. Oats weigh pretty light, so normally it's sort of coming over the side. You don't get the weight on with oats, very rarely. It's chucking down rain. Another 2 ton and it's already coming over the side. No think so, mate. Yeah. Good luck. If he wants any more, he's gonna have to give it a shunt. Yeah, give it a shunt, mate. You can't see, but it's heaped up pretty fairish. What's he doing? Getting up there to have a look. Alright, he's going to give it a shunt now and see if he can level off the load a bit. He still wants 2 ton. They're obviously quite light. He's going to drive. Hopefully he'll get a bit of speed up and slam on the brakes. And same again backwards. Go on, give it some. No. Not going to do a lot of that speed. So I did get the weight on in the end, but it took a bit of shunting around and we ended up with some on the floor. They don't like to leave without their weight, so it's just annoying because he was supposed to come at lunchtime, but he had a puncture, so that's why he was so late. Annoying. It's been dry all afternoon, and then he turns up and it starts peeing out with rain. Still got to take Eric out for a walk when I get home because I took him home at lunchtime and he's probably been in all afternoon. Right, so get you off there. It's Friday. Just been hedge trimming all morning. Just on my way in for lunch. The sun's actually trying to come out now. Yeah, it's actually been raining all morning though. Water lead on the fields, look. They look like rice fields, apart from there's no rice growing. But yeah, it's just water lead out there. Never seen the farm look so brown at this time of year. All this was supposed to be second week out here. It was first week last year. There's water lead out there, look. Ooh. Got a bit of a pond in the corner of this field. We've got ditches all around these fields that take with old drains. I doubt all the drains work though. A lot of them are probably blocked up. Need to dig a bit of a... So there's a ditch in there. Need to dig a bit of a trench really across that grass. We'll get out and have a look. Let the dog out. Might as well give him a quick little walk before lunch. Oh, it's starting to rain again. Yeah, once a digger down here and cut out a little trench. Ditches are pretty full. Running pretty fast. I think that even if we had got these fields planted, the crop would have been so waterlogged it would have probably all died anyway. There's a rainbow up there. I've literally never seen these fields so wet. It's unbelievable. I'll have a look to see what the stream's like. Well, it's probably more like a river rather than a stream. Still need to come back and sort that tree out. Jeez, it's pretty full. Jeez. Even that bit's deep, and that's supposed to just be a footpath. Bloody hell. Yeah, this is supposed to be a stream. It's more like a river. See, around most of these fields all around down on this farm have got ditches. Because it's not very free draining soil, so you know it's got old drains that run underneath the fields into the ditches. Right, that's it. That's pretty much it for this week. I'm going back to the yard now. It's Friday afternoon. I'm going back. I finished the tracks down here at this farm, so I'm going to head back to the yard, which is just over there, and give this tractor a bit of a bath. Quickly clean it off. I've been using the old window wiper a bit today because it's been raining pretty much all day. So that's been really good. Yeah, so it's Christmas next week. Hope everybody has a good Christmas and New Year's. Well, you might see me before New Year's actually. I've got a couple of ideas for some videos over Christmas, so something a little bit different, so you have to wait and see. So yeah, have a good one, and I'll catch you next week. Bye for now. You wash your tractor? Your tractor want to wash? Ah! Where's he going? Yeah?